to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Tyler Merkovich. That's Emery Hunt-Zara. Playbook. The Steelers travel to South Florida to take on the Miami Dolphins. Steelers need a win and a lot of help. Dolphins blew their opportunity last week in the first half against the Texans. Went down 27-0. Fought back. Couldn't come back completely. What are your keys to victory for the Steel Curtain here, who has second life after everything that has happened?
Well, they have to look at what they did well against the Ravens, and they had to play with the same type of intensity this week. Defense was getting after the quarterback. The running game was looking pretty good, and the passing game was able to make some plays down the field. So they have to win in all three facets of the game in order to help themselves against the Dolphins. So they really have to play with the same intensity this week, because this is technically a playoff game for both teams. So they have to play with that playoff intensity this week. Second, they have to look at that defensive line for the Steelers. They have to really hold up their own against the front five of the Dolphins and stop the run. The Dolphins will run the football first above anything. So you have to stop the run. That's going to put yourself that's going to put the Dolphins in back-up situations and give yourself the advantage, because you like to get after the quarterback, which means they probably going to have to find an answer for James Harrison and company, because if you win on first down, you give yourself the opportunity to make those plays defensively.
We know one guy who's going to be pumped up to play the Steelers, and that's former Steeler Jerry Porter, who has a Super Bowl with the team a couple years ago. Of course, this is going to be a good defensive matchup. I like this game. I think it's going to be a good game. What are your keys to victory for the Fins?
Well, the Dolphins really have to run the football to victory. They have to pound away at the Steelers with Ricky Williams and company, get the running game going early, and that's going to allow Henry to operate off play action and back the rush off him, and that way he'll be able to see those receivers down the field and attack that Steelers secondary. Second, special teams is going to have to be huge. The Steelers are looking to make a big play in the special teams aspect. You have to pin these guys deep and make them drive the length of the field. And the Dolphins also want to operate on a short field, because they love to get momentum going. If they have a short field, they're going to move the football and score points. So those are the keys of victory for the Dolphins. I do like Pittsburgh in this game. I think Pittsburgh's passing game will prove to be too much for the Dolphins.
Even though the run game and the offensive line can't really run block, the passing game is spectacular, with Mike Wallace filling in greatly. A great need as that number 3 receiver. They get everybody involved in the passing game. I mean, all you need is Antonio Holmes-Ward, and the way Wallace is playing is just unbelievable. Of course, Roethlisberger, so I'm taking the Steelers here, even though I think Miami will give a good push and a good fight. Sperano will have his team up. Steelers in a close one.
Well, you got to also look at the tight end, Heath Miller. This is one of the most underrated tight ends in the NFL.
He blocks too. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.